Greetings, everyone. I am Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice, and today we are going to continue with just an energetic update. We have Uranus going retrograde here in about a week, here a little less, and we have the transition into Virgo season happening yesterday with that Mercury retrograde into Virgo as well. So let's just see where we're at with the energies today, what we can expect over the next few days here, and energetically just kind of get an update and get our mental stuff in order with handling these transitional times. Pretty soon here we will have about 6 planets retrograde. Not necessarily a bad thing, but for a lot of us, it can get us into our heads more, into our dreams, into our personal work a lot more. So let's see what the runes have to say. All right, everyone, how we all feeling? Let's go ahead and cleanse the energetic space with a singing bowl and celebrate also while simultaneously inviting uncommon abundance with this $2 note representing that uncommon abundance. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Don't force it, just let it go. Breathe nice and deep. Virgo season just began. Another planet retrograde, another one coming. We got this. We are divinely guided. One more deep breath. Beautiful, beautiful. Very hot days of summer as the summer starts to draw to a close. A lot of us in the central part of the country, a lot of us are looking for that respite, that relaxation, that cooling off. In the past, we have this rune of the sun. This is Salhilo. This is success, abundance. This is good fortune. So we're coming from a very bright and very natural flow of things, which you are to be congratulated on. Current energies are in the birth, Burka. This is the birch rune. Okay, this is Burkana is the name of the rune. This is new beginnings. This is nurturing, familial nurturing, more or less. So going with the family and having these nurturing conversations, these energies that are coming along with that is very, very beautiful. A lot of these new experiences are with us with this new Virgo season, has us a lot in our meticulous energy, right? The trick is not to be hypercritical or hyper judgmental in this time. Future energies are Dagos. This is clarity. This is the rune of revelation. This is the after a test, like after a trial. This is something that comes to light, right? In our future energies, we have this understanding. Remember, in our last rune reading, we had this as well. And with that, with this beautiful clarity coming forward, our actions taken for the best outcome are to get into our work of the harvest. It's about that harvest season, y'all. We got that blue moon coming up here very soon. I will do another rune reading on that as it gets closer. So, with this harvest, this blue moon energy coming in our future actions taken for the best outcome. This is the rune called Jara. This is an irreversible rune. So we will be reaping what we have sown very, very soon. Within these next few days, a lot of our mental clarity is going to lead us to that sort of a harvest, that understanding, that instilling of a new practice, right? And speaking of that, our thoughts and feelings, our emotions are in this Thor's hammer. Okay, this is a very focused, thorough energy. The rune's name is Theriasos. This is a giant or a thorn or Thor's hammer, right? So focused power. Whatever is needing to be done needs to be done thoroughly. Don't half-ass it. All right? You don't want to partially pull out the thorn. You don't want to partially address that giant that's in your path. You need to fully address it. Like Thor's hammer is very thorough, very swift, like the lightning going through whatever it strikes true. 100% of the time, Thor's hammer strikes true. Right? Our thoughts, feelings, and emotions are in that as well. So the meticulous energy of the Virgo can really have us in our heads as far as that goes. And it could really be a point to where we're overthinking this. So be careful not to overthink a lot of this. Definitely want to use that Mercury retrograde energy to help with dealing with these concerns, with these thorough actions, these thorough thought processes that we're in, these thorough energies, right? These thorough feelings. Our possible problems are in this pilgrimage. This is Awas. This is the horse rune. This is loyalty, pilgrimage, a trusted energetic source that has proven itself from the past, right? So you're going to be going forward so that your possible problems are in this loyalty, right? Where is the loyalty? So with this coming across from the birth and the birch, this familial nurturing rune, this is possibly a pilgrimage with the family and wondering what sort of loyalties there are to deal with the family moving forward. A lot of us are being self-reflective as far as aspects of family, right? So that's a possible issue when we're not looking at that in constructive and understanding ways. Future outcome is in addressing the needs. This is pretty good. This is very constructive because when we're going through this in healthy ways, we are addressing those needs, aren't we? This is the rune called Novice. So this is needs, necessity, constraints, right? This is a log blocking your path, so you need to lift that log off your path. That's thorough energy. This log needs to be removed fully. And I believe that's a sign that you are going to be overcoming this hurdle in very healthy ways, especially when we lean on this familial support, this familial nurturing. We're getting that clarity, celebrating that harvest with them, working towards that harvest with that family unit, whatever that family means to you. I would place air quotes on that because that could mean a literal physical family, right, with blood, or it could mean your spiritual family, or spiritual brothers and sisters out there, right? A work family, even. Okay, let's get some cards for clarity on this rune reading today. It's very good, very constructive rune reading today. And Divine has a card for us immediately. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Divine. This is the card of friendship. It says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So, this pilgrimage, right? This friendship may be being called into question, right? Maybe some of us having issues with significant others during this transitioning period, okay? Address those needs in healthy ways, but do so thoroughly and in healthy ways. Make sure you're communicating with that clarity. You have Dagas right there on your side to help you be clear in your emotion, expressing your emotions, expressing your feelings, your thoughts, your concerns, and you can reap this harvest together. Right? Whether you like to admit it or not, you will be reaping a harvest together. You will be working towards a harvest together, but it is up to you to decide to what end, to what direction is that harvest going. It is squarely put in your lap here. This success of the past, you know what it feels like. So you're knowing how to address those needs. You know exactly what you need to do, and this Virgo energy is helping you out big time. Let's read some more about this friendship card. Again, it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. All humans are created from the same source, but there are some souls that share a unique kinship. Friendship can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, but it can also be frustrating and heartbreaking. Understand that everyone is in your path here to teach you something. It may be here for a year or a lifetime. Together, you will teach each other various lessons of the heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. The bonds of friendship are often stronger than those of family. You have formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time and of lifetimes. A true friend will illuminate your path instead of dim it. And I believe this is what's happening here. You want to nurture this friendship, this pilgrimage that you're on. Whatever that means to you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Right? Usually the first thought that pops into your head is what divine is wanting you to address. He or she will give advice with your best interests at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get a card from the fairies for more clarity on today's rune reading, this energy check-in. Wow, cards are very talkative today. All right, thank you, fairies. New career. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. Very, very nice. Very beautiful. This is always a good omen, right? Some of us have maybe had it with our current situations and looking to increase our abundance in new directions. A lot of us maybe are even transitioning into the next chapter of our lives. And so with that comes a natural healing. With that comes a natural new career. New transitions are often in store when that happens. It's not necessarily a bad thing to transition into a new career, right? It doesn't take a bad decision or a bad, I should say, a bad energy, what could be perceived as negative, to force this new direction, this new career, right? It could be a choice of self. It's just a healthy choice just to move forward. You can move forward amicably. That means like respectfully and peacefully as you start the new chapter of your life. That's very beautiful. That's a great opportunity, right? Again, this card says your work focus is shifting in a positive and new and successful direction. The fairies sent you this card in an answer to your dreams and prayers about your career. The universe is responding to your spoken and silent desires to have a fulfilling and meaningful profession. This is a reminder to keep your thoughts positive and continue taking guided action steps, such as getting additional education, networking with people in the industry you'd like to work in, updating and sending out your resume, or marketing materials and engaging in creative pursuits. Daily action combined with prayer opens career doors for you. So that daily action plus that meditation, that prayer, that manifestation, those are all processes. Those are steps towards. Those are increasing that frequency towards your next chapter. Additional meanings for this card are your business idea will be successful, or trust and follow your intuition about your career, or return to school or take classes to learn a new skill. Some other new meanings are Your financial situation is improving, or you'll receive a promotion or a raise in salary. Congratulations if that's you. Heal, or the final meaning for this card that this gives an example towards, is heal an issue at your workplace so you can move forward with your profession and your life. Can't be constantly stuck in trying to make the past energies work. Like Einstein said, the problems of today cannot be solved with the thinking of yesterday, right? We can't be having the same thought processes that got us into these troubles, these circumstances, right? We can't be trying to solve these problems with those same energies. It requires healing. It requires a new you, right? It requires a new perspective, a new understanding. And that's a lot like this rune reading here. Addressing those needs is what we end up doing over these next few days, right? Focus on that harvest coming up. Move forward with clear actions and thoughts. Meditate on it, because you're going to need to do this thoroughly. So you're going to need to think about, or even like maybe journal about, writing down ideas and things that you will need to do in order to accomplish these goals. Write down the pros and cons of this friendship. Write down the pros and cons of how you feel in this nurturing way. And really get serious with yourself and answer yourself truthfully. Is this time for me to move on? Or is this time for me to address my needs? Either way, you will be addressing your needs. Either way, you will be bringing in a harvest. And that choice is always yours. It is 100% always yours. Nobody can take that away from you. Let's pull a chakra token for today. Beautiful solar plexus energy. This is going to be great for a lot of that self-assuredness, right? And the, okay, let me just get into this chakra, okay? 528 hertz is the solfeggio frequency for this chakra. The solar plexus chakra is 528. It's located just below the chest and above the navel. So right where your diaphragm is when you breathe in with your belly. That's where your diaphragm is, right? That's your solar plexus chakra. It's the center of the self-esteem, confidence, and personal identity. Anyone who is struggling to live authentically, or has control issues, or has manipulative tendencies, or low self-esteem, would be said to have a blocked solar plexus chakra. To work with the frequency, you should listen to 528 hertz when you are feeling that your solar plexus is opened and that you're unlocking that and healing that. You should feel more positive about life, more accepting, right? And more open and honest with others, and mainly with yourself. A lot of us need to work on that self-honesty. Who are you trying to fool here? Who are you trying to manipulate? Is that your old thoughts coming back again to haunt you? Is it trying to fit that square peg into a round hole situation? Are you trying to make things work that need to be transmuted, that no longer serve your purpose? Right? As these energies change, so too must you. So must we all. The solar plexus chakra mudra, we can start off in the prayer position. You can be done in both hands, right? So the pinky and the middle finger stay extended while we bring the index finger and ring finger together to the tip of the thumb. And we can rest this on our lap, reciting the word Ram, R-A-M, while focusing on a golden white light, a seed in our belly, and what the Hindu and Far Easterns call like the lower Dantian, right? Ram, R-A-M, 528 hertz, golden white light. And you can feel that golden white light emanating throughout your whole body, into your fingertips, into your toes, from that central point up to the top of your head and throughout your whole body, healing that beautiful energy that is you. Beautiful reading today, y'all. I've been Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. If you would like a personal reading from yours truly, you can email me at youressentialpractice@gmail.com. Again, that mudra is we could go with both hands, and we're just taking the pinky and the middle fingers, leaving them extended, and we're pinching our index, ring fingers, and our thumbs together right there. We just rest it on our lap and go Ram as we're listening to 528 hertz solfeggio frequency, envisioning that beautiful white light in our tummies, like in our diaphragm area, and just expanding and healing. You feel it kind of pulsating along with that 528 hertz, and you have that more sense of assuredness, sense of identity, honesty, and openness with yourself first before others, right? We can't expect to be honest and open or receive that honest and openness from others until we are open and honest with ourselves. And I believe that's what a lot of this Virgo energy transitioning towards, and this Mercury retrograde in Virgo is calling us to do, is to, hey, let's just take a beat here. Let's calm down, get into ourself, get into our thoughts, right? Let's heal those thoughts, those emotions, before we start projecting in unhealthy ways. We can always respond in a direction towards and accept things as opportunities as they come up. What we perceive as failures, what we perceive as strife, or some sort of abrasion, right? Some sort of dissonance with others are actually opportunities and parts of ourselves that we need to address, that we need to heal. Have a blessed and abundant day, everyone. Namaste.